Well, today and for the next few weeks, we're going to be talking a little bit about prayer. And today we're talking about how to uncomplicate prayer. And we're going to take a look at the Lord's Prayer from the New Testament. We're here with Pastor Ross. And Ross, thanks for joining us on this. Why do you think some people complicate prayer so much?
Well, culture and tradition hand us down all these rituals. And so people just look at prayer as somehow different from talking to anybody else. So am I supposed to talk loud? Am I supposed to fold my hands a certain way? Am I supposed to use certain verbiage, certain language? Do I have to talk thee and thou? And so all those things make us wonder what prayer is really all about.
Well, and the good news is apparently Jesus' closest friends, the disciples, wondered the same thing because in Matthew chapter 6, they basically came to Jesus. And I love this. They said, Lord, teach us how to pray. And coming out of that, we get this famous Lord's Prayer. And ironically, I think some people use the Lord's Prayer to complicate prayer.
Right.
Rather than to uncomplicate it.
Right. Because they use it as a ritual or a way to just recite. Yeah.
So we're going to help them because today we're going to break down just a few things in that prayer and going to really try to uncomplicate it for people. So here's the first thing. Pray to grow close to the Father, like you're in an actual relationship with Him.
The simplest way to uncomplicate prayer is to realize that it's just a way of having a conversation in a relationship.
Right, so in Matthew 6, verse 9, Jesus says, pray like this, our Father in heaven, may your name be kept holy.
Right, so we know God is holy, God is in heaven. Those are some things that make God seem distant from us maybe. But he says we have the privilege of addressing God as a father, even intimately, even as dad. And so it's a relationship. Prayer is simply talking to our dad.
And some people might really have a hard time with that because maybe they don't have a great relationship with their dad. What would you say to that kind of a person?
Yeah, but even growing up, if maybe you had a tough relationship with your dad, you still had an ideal idea of what dad would like. Or maybe you had friends who had their dads, you go, man, I wish he was my dad. So we still have an idea of what that could be.
Yeah, and that's what Jesus is saying is come to Him like He's your Father, because He is. Like He cares about you, like He wants to meet your needs, like He really wants to be involved in your life.
Exactly.